So first of all, what I want to make sure that you do is connect your Benchmark app to MyFitnessPal so that your coach can see what your nutrition adherence has been like and what you have been eating from like a calorie and protein perspective. So you should have received a message from your coach to connect the two together. If you haven't, just please get in touch with your coach and message them and be able to easily send a link over. So once that's been done, the first thing that you need to do is go to open up MyFitnessPal, click more, and you will go to goals, and underneath nutrition goals where it says calories, carbs, protein and fats. So what we're going to do is set this to what your coach has told you to do or told you to set it to. So say for example you've been asked to set it to 2000, you set the calories at that. At Benchmark we do our 35 30% split, so just make sure the carbs is set to 35%, make sure the protein is set to 35%, and make sure the fats is set to 30%. So it's just important that you do that, and again just make sure the calories is set to 2000. Sorry, just make sure your calories are set to what your trainer has advised you to go to. So once you have done that, you are all set up, and that's the main things that you need to do from a setup perspective. What we'll show you now is how to actually scan in something. So what you'll do is you'll go to the plus, you'll go to food, and let's just say for example we had for breakfast we had I'm going to show you two ways. I'm going to show you scanning a barcode. So the first one is this yogurt. So we'll scan that, and serving size, let's say we had around about a quarter of this tub. So this serving size is a 500 gram serving size, so divide that by 4, so it's 125 grams. So we click on serving size 100 grams, and then we just put decimal there, 1.25, and click, and then that is added in there. So let's say we had some blueberries alongside that. You can then search for food, blueberries, search, and then let's just say we had 1 cup. What you can do is just add in if you're going to have the same amount every time. Let's just say that we had grams, we had 25 grams, which is the size of a protein scoop, and click tick, and there you have it. That's your protein added. If you do have anything like honey, make sure you do track this, because honey is very good for you, but obviously very calorie dense as well. So from there you will click under where it's the 3 little dots below the breakfast next to add food, just here. What you can do then is save this as a meal if there's something you regularly have. Name your meal and just say yogurt with berries, and obviously you just have to then make sure that you have the exact same portion size every time, and save. Perfect. So then what we can do is when it comes around to tomorrow, we can easily just add in add food for your breakfast, and add in meals, and then add in where are we, yogurt with berries, that one, second one down, done. Presto, you're all done. So like anything that we do at Benchmark, we want to build it up steadily so that you can actually achieve it as you go. So with tracking your calories, a sort of beginner way that we'd recommend is to create a meal just like you've seen in the video. save the meal, and then insert this meal into every day on MyFitnessPal, and then just have this meal every day for 5 days. You could even just do this for say 2 to 3 weeks, and then just gradually build off that. It's all about just making small achievements. So if you could just do this, you'll straight away start eating less and eating better quality food. An intermediate way would be to do the same method as what we've just said in the previous slide, but then start tracking 2 meals and track 1 meal at the weekend, and do this every day for 2 weeks. And then an advanced way would be to track all meals both days on the weekend, and use the methods we just shown in the previous slides. And this would really set you onto the right path for tracking all of your food. Now, what I would say is to not do this 12 months of the year. I would say to do this for a period of time, and then have a week where you just sort of cut back to maybe just doing the beginner method, just so it doesn't become too monotonous. And I mean, if it's keeping you on track, then do so, but I would recommend to have a bit of a break from it. So just to summarize, level, create the meal just like you saw in the video, save the meal and insert it into every day on MyFitnessPal, and then have this meal for 5 days, maybe even just do this for say 2 to 3 weeks. Let's just say 2 weeks for easiness. And then for the following week, then the third week, then do the same thing, but track 2 meals. And then you could even just start tracking 1 meal at the weekend, and again do this for 2 weeks until you become really consistent. So that's 4 full weeks. And then on the 5th and 6th week, start tracking all meals, both days on the weekend. But again, this might take longer than you think. But even if you just start off with this very beginner level, again, straight away, you're going to start eating better quality food.